right, now I'm in Yellowstone National Park. Do I have a picture? I do have a picture. Okay, I just want to be sure. Yeah, it started raining up here, which is fine. Hopefully it's not raining in Big Sky. I still have probably 70 miles before I get to Big Sky. It's not very far between each place. It only took me about 30 minutes just now to drive through the rest of Grand Teton. There's so many lodges and pull-outs and picnic areas and all this stuff. If you don't want to just do, you know, the Jenny Lake boat and the Cascade Canyon Inspiration Point, you definitely have to do that sometime when you come here. But once you've done that, if you want to do other stuff, there's so much like other areas that you can go to. Sorry, legs I'm choking up because I'm just so emotional about being here. If I wasn't living in Houston, I probably would have moved to Seattle, you know, at some point, where mold is the state flower of Washington. Anyway, but yeah, I like the national parks there. But anyway, let me do this here. Hang on one second. I'm gonna get my pass. I'm going to Yellowstone right now, but I'm not stopping. I have no desire. You see there. Station unattended. Okay. All right. I hold my card up to the camera here. That's the camera. I'm like, I have a disabled pass. I can get in for free. Okay. So, yeah, thank you government for firing all the $14 an hour, you know, rangers. But on the good side, I don't have to like stop and like talk to anyone. I can just go in. Okay, I don't have any cell reception, and I need to get through Yellowstone now, and I need to get to West Yellowstone so I can get gas and check my email. By the way, in West Yellowstone, if you go to the t-shirt shop, I'm probably still connected to the Wi-Fi. There's free Wi-Fi there, but you just got to park across the street or park in front of it and walk over there, and they will give you free Wi-Fi. The hotels, maybe not so much, but yeah, so West Yellowstone is a little hack that you can get all of your, you know, check your email and stuff. People go, oh, you should be, you know, no screens and, you know, enjoy nature. I said, screw you. Half the stuff that I do for my nonprofit is on my phone, and I need to be making sure that I'm running my business. Otherwise, people don't get to do this, because I can't help veterans and trauma survivors get out into nature if I'm not checking my phone every now and again. I've been offline all day. The whole satellite thing for T-Mobile beta, Starlink, is not really that great. It didn't even let me like pull up my map or anything. But I guess I can send people a text. I don't know. But I'm just gonna get through the park. Hopefully there's no construction like 2 years ago. I haven't seen any wildlife jump out at me. Had a really good lunch. I made an omelet. The guy next to me when I was making I cook right here on the center console with the windows open. And so when I was making my scrambled egg concoction with tomatoes and avocado, and the guy was getting in his car and he goes, "What's for lunch?" I'm like, "Omelet," but it's not an omelet anymore, it's scrambled eggs. So, all right, well, I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm just going to make my way through Yellowstone. Yeah, again, there's just too many people. I really don't know the back country place, and I don't know. I just it was fine to see Old Faithful do her thing. That was cool, and but you know, one of these geysers blew up not too long ago. Rainbow Creek or something? I don't know what it was called. Everyone is, when I see like groups of people stopping, I'm like, I don't know why they're stopping. Like, what is there to look at? Anyway, let me keep going. It's 64. It's cooling down, which is great, and I'm doing well on gas mileage, which is perfect. And the gas gauge is still messed up. It's only gone down like 30 miles, but I've driven like 60. So as long as I know that I have 350 miles in my tank, but it only shows me 265. So Nissan, what's going on, people? Anyway, okay, well, let me go up here. Hopefully I'm not going to hit a deer. But I did see a moose and her baby today. So, like, my heart now losing Jeff is like made of lead, encased in iron, wrapped in steel, and then wrapped again with barbed wire. And then I see a moose with her baby, and I just lose it. And I'm like, okay, like, my heart is gushing. You know, I'm a mom, and I remember the squishy times, you know, the little squishy years when Harriet was a little baby, and I could wear her on my little, you know, carrier, which she still wanted to be carried when she was like 5-6 years old. I'm like, mommy's got bad back, honey. So I still carried her. I was like, I'll figure out a way, sit on my hip. But yeah, like, I'm kind of done with giving all of my love to somebody because I don't want to lose anyone, and I miss Jeff so much. He would have loved this. He's been to like Glacier with our friend from high school. He's been out there on his motorcycle, and you know, we had all these, like, because I'd gone to I hadn't even begun finishing the country with the national parks back in 2022. But I would tell like, you know, about all the places I went while he was in the nursing home, you know, because there wasn't much we could do once we figured out that his brain was kind of mush, and, you know, but I would tell him, like, you know, places I was going in the van and, like, things that I had seen, and send him pictures. And those were things that we talked about doing in 2022. Because we even figured out a way to modify my bed. Sorry, Family Channel. But anyway, he's 6'4". And if you're like 6'1", you can stand up in my van, in the Nissan, even with the floor and the ceiling. But you're 6'4". I don't know how he survived 8 years on a nuclear sub, you know. But you're 6'4". Like, we figured out a way to extend my bed forward, using the cabinets and adding another bunkie board and like some more mattresses and stuff. So then we could both be in the van and like be able to travel. So I'd have to move everything from the front seat over here though. We had all these plans, and we had, you know, engineered the shit out of it to figure out how to accommodate his motorcycle. What kind of rack would we put on the back for a motorcycle that I could sit on the back of and still have my mountain bike, or maybe his mountain bike too. You know, we didn't actually talk about building a new van. We probably should have gone that route and been like, look, let's get like a Sprinter, or like a, you know, high roof Ford Transit or a Dodge Ram or something where he could stand up in it, and then we'll figure out the rest. But he actually wanted to go in this. He wanted to go in Prue, and we thought about it, and we started to get a few materials and things, but we just never did it, and it was a shame. It was very sad. But I have to live for the legacy. I have to do all the things that he doesn't get to do anymore as I get older and he doesn't. So yeah, I don't have a roadmap, and I'm going to outlive him when I turn 47 in November. And it's a very, very surreal feeling. And when I turn 59, I'll outlive my dad. You know, my dad died when I was 23 of colon cancer. So, speaking of which, I never pooped in the bucket, threw it away. I couldn't do it. They had already expired, the little vials that you have to like scoop it into. I was like, I can't do it. People, I'm gonna have to do it at the hospital and just give them a Tupperware container and be like, you guys portion it out and like send it to the lab. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing the bucket of shame. I just couldn't bring myself. I got so nervous, and then I wasn't anywhere near the VA hospital to drop it off within 2 hours. So I was like, fuck it. But I talked to my gastroenterologist, and she's like, it's okay, don't worry, people get nervous, just figure out a time to do it when you go to the VA in Houston. I'm like, okay, I'll make sure I eat plenty of all bran and all that good stuff, you know, like a dodgy curry or something, you know, just to get it really going. But yeah, so but she did order me some other like remedies which are helping. So I'm not so nervous when I'm in the van. When I'm traveling in the car, when I was car camping, I got really nervous because I have to pee all the time. And I was just like, I don't have a bathroom, but I have one in here. I also have a solar shower. So I'm looking forward to using my solar shower over the next week or so when I am boondocking. I just need to be, I'm going to boondock at this one. Let me fix this over here. Here we go. I'm going to boondock at the, what is it called? Not Ice Lake. I think it's Ice Lake. But anyway, the trailhead where I hiked last year, I can stay overnight there, and it's a little bit further north of Big Sky. But I'm going to, you know, park there tonight. I have to go to West Yellowstone and figure out my Wi-Fi and stuff. But that's where I'm going to be boondocking, and then just going into Big Sky like 20 minutes. I don't want to go to the other area that I was in because there's like bugs and stuff. But I think if I go to the one by, you know, that I was in like before that, because I went to 2 different trailheads in Gallatin Gateway. Gallatin Gateway is between Bozeman and Big Sky. But I don't think there's anywhere on the way to Big Sky that I can actually boondock in the trailheads. I don't know. I have to look. But that's the plan, is I really just want to be able to just stay where I know. And there's also a toilet, so I can dump my toilet out, which is why I haven't stopped so far on this drive. I keep seeing like trailheads and I'm like, picnic areas. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to stop and dump the toilet out. It's freaking beautiful. Yellowstone, you're beautiful. But not as beautiful as Grand Teton. I know. I'm going to get like reamed on Reddit for saying like, it's not as cool. But anyway, so yeah, then I'm just going to be mountain biking. Tomorrow's opening day. I don't think I'm going to get first chair. I was thinking like, should I get there super early and get first chair? It's too late now to cool and try to get like complimentary parking. I'll have to do that when I get there. Otherwise it's $10 a day, and I really don't want to pay $10 a day for parking, or I have to park down the hill, and I can't really push the bike up. But it wasn't that bad actually when I was at Sundance, because I could just come out of one of the trails right to Prudence, or I could take the shuttle up when I was walking back up. Sundance was great. What a hidden little gem that was. No jump lines at all. There was one tiny little mound on like the first double black that you have to go on to get to all the trails. But yeah, but I'm looking forward to doing Gambler, Jump Line, and Ninja Marmot. I just have to remember not to go too fast around that corner. But very much looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm going to be sore. And then I fly, then I have to drive after Thursday, or day of riding, when I'm done. I'm going to try to do the full day. I think it closed at 5 for the lift. But the full is like 10 a.m. to 5. So I'll try to do the full day of riding every single day. And then and that's why I don't want to keep going into Bozeman to go take a shower at Planet Fitness. I want to try to just do it myself. And then I'll drive, Thursday night, I'll drive toward Idaho, and I'll just stay at the rest area. That was really nice, probably near Idaho Falls. And then I will just drive the next morning super early into Salt Lake City. I'm not in a hurry. I fly at 8 p.m. I don't need to get to the airport that early, but then I'll get airport parking at the same place run by the Pakistani family. They're super nice. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of do the same routine, and then I think it's the same again on 4th of July weekend. I booked the tickets already, so it'll just be it, and I'll have a full, like, 12 days or 10 days or so at Big Sky. And then when I get bored of Big Sky, I might just go up to Banff. I don't know. I want to do that. If I've got 2 weeks. I don't have a 3 weeks until like August, I think. But I'm just planning on being up here for the summer, and then just going home to see Harriet, for the times that I need to go home. Texas is not the easiest place to deal with custody rights, and I have no rights to my uterus as it is. So yeah, I just feel so hollow when I go back. It's like having a political hysterectomy every time I go back into Texas. I just have to leave it behind the goodbye New Mexico sign, or just leave it at the airport. I'll be like, leave it with TSA, I'll come back for my uterus on Monday. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. People think, I don't know, I don't get political, but for human rights, I have a decision. I don't get a choice. And I have a daughter, so this is very, very, important to my heart. But, I'm still fertile, so I just have to be careful. But I have no desire to just be in any relationship. I'm going to focus on my friends. I'm going to focus on my wonderful platonic guy friends, my van life guy friends, and my girlfriends and my girlfriends that are married and miserable. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on friends, and I'm going to focus on being around really good people and getting into more like group meetups and stuff with the van life, and focusing on being the best mom ever. So that's really what my plan is. I'm not going to be invested because my heart is shattered, and I miss Jeff a lot, and I don't want to start over. I don't want to date. I don't want to be on the freaking, sorry, let me use the appropriate word, the fucking date apps. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to have to, the same 10 questions. Oh, where are you from? What do you do? What do you do for fun? What are you wearing? I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. I haven't had to do that for a really long time, and I'm just not interested in it. And I've got enough good friends in my circle that I've got a good mix of guys and girls, and other friends that use other pronouns. Like, it's just got a good mix. I don't need to be owned by anybody right now, or be held accountable to somebody I just met on Bumble. Like, I'm not interested. I'm really not. I just want to focus on healing and grieving and keeping my body healthy and working on my nonprofit, and being stuck behind this freaking like Cruise America motorhome. Hell, if your van ever goes to hell, it's gonna be surrounded by Cruise America just dumpster fires. It's like leading the parade. Like, pull over, dude. Like, literally, it's like driving a brick. I mean, he's got 20 cars that he's going so slow. Like, pull over. Actually, the rule is in a lot of states, like Montana especially, and Colorado, if you have 4 or more cars behind you, like tailgating, you have to pull over. If you're leading the parade, you can't be leading the parade and have all these people behind you. You've got to pull over and let them go the, basic speed law. I mean, granted, we're not going very fast anyway, but still, if you're, leading the parade and we're going up a hill, I need momentum. I can't be like riding the brake behind somebody, and I'm pretty far behind. I'm like, 8 cars behind this other camper. But the Cruise America guy, he is literally like, I just want to like rule this road right now. I am leading the parade. I'm like, yes, you are the 7th level of hell in van life. Like, people at Brenton don't know how to drive them. Anyway, that's my rant. I've seen them hit each other. I've seen them not be able to back up properly. I saw 3 of them bang it, like crash into each other at Death Valley. Like, that's the worst place to be stranded. You're just gonna die from heat stroke. Yeah, the people generally, I've seen them clip signs, I've seen them try to go under bridges, they don't know how tall they are. Yeah, rental vans tend to be a little bit more dangerous to be stuck behind. But that said, I'm now stuck in the Yellowstone construction, which is still here. They had a lot of damage from, I think it was 2022 or 23 when they had all that like snow damage and the road collapsed or something. But I'm glad they're fixing it. And they're doing pretty well with the construction, managing it. Like, it's not hell. You know, it was pretty hellish 2 years ago. It took a while to get through. But this one, I think it's, you know, doesn't look too bad this time. Anyway, I've babbled on long enough. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my tea. I'm gonna make another tea when I stop in West Yellowstone. I'll take a break for a minute. It's only 5:20, so I've got plenty of time. It gets dark at like 10 o'clock here, 10:30 at night. So my my friends that are in Alaska right now, it's like almost midnight and it's still light. This is gonna get, the days are gonna get longer. I'm like, good solar. I'm getting good sun here, which is good. So I've got the Jackery charging on my 12-volt plug in the front, which was charging on the sun earlier, and the fridge was plugged into the Bouge RV, and the Bouge RV is now charging on the solar, which is usually my thing, and then the fridge is plugged into my other 12-volt. So the three things are charging while I drive. Who knew? And I have not plugged in since I was at my friend's house in Las Vegas back in February. I've been fully off grid, so March, April, May, June. Yes, this will be my 4th month just never plugging in whatsoever. I just don't need to, and my fridge is still alive. I got some good food in there. I need to probably get more groceries before I get into Big Sky, so I don't know if West Yellowstone has a supermarket. Feels really nice. I'm in Grant Village. Never been over here. There's a lodge and everything. I'm just gonna go in the general store, see if they have Wi-Fi. I just threw my trash away. Let's see what they have. Just stretch my legs for a minute. And then I want some ice cream, actually. Fountain hours. Do they have like a soda fountain? This is like the weirdest store. Oh, well, this place is massive. Look at this. Who knew? Do I want a bison necklace? No. I don't wear jewelry. I tend to brush my hair and accidentally rip it off my neck. Do I need a Yellowstone? I already have a Yellowstone t-shirt. It's not my fave. This is better actually, but oh, this is nice actually. They're like $60 and I do not need to spend. And I have this one, but in a different park. So yeah, okay, I don't need anything, but if they have a soda fountain, they have grocery and they're playing Rod Stewart. Such a weird combination actually. Do I need a moose head? This thing will just impale me. Oh, it's actually fuzzy. That's kind of creepy. I already have a Yellowstone sticker. Do not pet the bison. I should get a sticker. Stickers are good. I'm running out of real estate for, you know, for magnets. But yeah, let me see what stickers they have. I need a little one, not this big ass one. That's what my t-shirt is, my Yellowstone t-shirt that I got. There's a little one there. Don't pet the bison. Okay, I'll get a couple stickers, I think. And then I'll see if they have Nature's Grill and ice cream. I want ice cream. I need to have something sugary because I've had only savory today. Yellowstone National Park. Okay. Yep. All right, so there's no Wi-Fi, but I did get a $6 ice cream. So it's actually Mountain Berry. The Huckleberry fudge had chocolate in it. I'm like, Mountain Berry's good. I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna get out of here. The ice cream lady was from Colombia, this young girl. She's like, I wanna work in like languages and what jobs can I get? I'm like, work in the court system or work in government or, you know, something like that. So anyway, okay. So now I'm just gonna chill here for a minute. This nice little sitting area. Take a minute and then head up to West Yellowstone, go check my email at the t-shirt shop, and then head on to my park up tonight. So this is good. I just need a little bit of sugar right now, and this is delicious. Absolutely delicious. Everybody stop, there's a bear. Is it a gummy bear? Is it a gummy bear? The kids are like out the roof. There's a bear. We've all stopped. That's why the guy was flashing at me just now. Some guy went by and flashed. I'm like, my headlights are fine, dude. There's the bear. It's like the 7th bear I've seen today. They are all hungry. So now we're just waiting. The bus is like, we're not moving until the bear gets out the way. I'm like, that's fine. I got all day. All day. I have nowhere else I need to be. Actually, I don't. I just need to get to Wi-Fi and then get up into Gallatin Gateway. But yeah. They can go. Oh, they got little binoculars over there. That's cute. Everyone look at the bear. There's actually a website, Instagram called THROUGH Yellowstone, and it's like all the morons in Yellowstone that do stupid shit, like try to dip their toe into the thermal hot springs. But yeah, there's the bear. He's just chewing on whatever right there. But they're brown bears. The people earlier that were on the hike were like, there's a bunch of grizzly bears. I'm like, that is not a grizzly bear. Grizzly bear is 9 times the size of me, and I'm 5'8". So brown bears are pretty aggressive. I mean, they're all very hungry right now. Like, you know, the snow melt's happening. You know, they're hungry for food. They haven't eaten, and these people are just, everyone's stopping to take a picture of the freaking bear. I get it. So yeah, there's the bear right there. Just kind of chilling on the side of the road. All right, I'm not gonna hold traffic up. Oh, that's funny. I feel attacked. I did not want to come to Yellowstone, to Old Faithful, but I have Wi-Fi privileges at the bar. They gave me the password. Hopefully the password is the same. But I'm gonna go find the lodge. I think it's over here. I don't know. I told the cashier at the little shop that I was in that it's not about like, oh, people just want to be nose deep in their phones. I'm like, okay, for ADA accessibility, by the way, we get a disabled access pass, we get to the national parks, and it stops there. ADA accessibility, people that have screen readers, or they have Be My Eyes, which is for blind people that can, you know, go on to real time and be like, hey, we just want to know what I'm looking at. All of this stuff. Like, that's not available if you don't have Wi-Fi. It's kind of stupid. Anyway, this is the lodge over here. Old Faithful Lodge Cabins Cafeteria. I think that's the one where, I think that's where I've got access. Anyway, it's kind of annoying. So, I'm just gonna see if maybe I can. This person is, I thought they were smoking. I'm like, you cannot smoke in a national park, dude, and you're the freaking ranger. I'm sorry, I'm like the smoking police. I'm triggered. My sister smoked my whole childhood, and yeah, not fun to have the whole entire house smelling like freaking cigarette smoke. Anyway, but yeah, no, I've got Wi-Fi privileges, so I'm gonna go walk over there now for a minute and just see if maybe I can check. I think my friend works here. I don't know. Maybe get. I'm full. I'm not even hungry. I just need to get Wi-Fi and unplug my fridge. Anyway, okay. Oh, there's Old Faithful. Hang on, let me go over there. I don't think that's Old Faithful. Everyone's just sitting and watching. Okay, I don't know if this is the Lodge. Visitor Center doesn't have Wi-Fi, but I just told them, look, I need to check in, make sure people know I'm alive. So, but yeah, the ADA accessibility is non-existent if you don't have Wi-Fi. So let's see. Everyone's sitting and watching. It's windy. Windy. There it is. Is that it? That might be it. Usually it's like shooting right up into the sky. Okay, you go on a cruise. See this thing? It's kind of underwhelming. I don't know. All right, let me go figure out where I can get some juice. All right, I'm online. I'm gonna check quickly. Okay, so I got everything done and I need to get out of here. I've got an hour and 45-minute drive. It's far. I've just driven like 2 hours through 2 national parks. Probably could have gotten up earlier, left earlier, but I was tired. I needed that nap this morning. I slept for 2 hours. Now I gotta find the car. Where's my van? Where is she? She's down here. Yeah, so the employee let me use the Wi-Fi. They don't care. But I'm in the wrong building. Oh no, there's a croc. Oh, how sad. Poor thing. It's even in sport mode. It's supposed to say on your feet when the strap is up. Anyway, so yeah, so now I'm gonna go drive hour and 45 minutes, pretty easy drive. It'll still be light, and park at a different pullout because it's 2 hours to get to the trailhead I want to go to, which I should go to. I should go to that trailhead just because I know it and it has a bathroom. I don't mind driving extra in the morning. It's just that 2 hours to drive. It's already 7:30, so I'll be up there about 9:30, which isn't too bad. Then I'll sleep right away and then head out. Yeah. Thank you, Yellowstone. I saw exactly nothing here. I just saw Old Faithful whimpering away at the end of her little spouting, spewing thing that she does. we're just easily, you know, amused as humans. Like, it doesn't take much to keep me entertained. Just feed me and keep me hydrated and tell me I'm pretty and I'm good. I thought this was the line to get out of the park, but there are 2 deer. So everyone's stopping to look at the deer. They're not even moose, they're deer. It's like, keep going, dude. Nobody needs to see the deer. There's deer everywhere. Literally. Oh my God. This guy is like, I'm just gonna stop traffic. I get it, but you can pull over. It's just, I want to get out of the park. I've still got an hour and 8 minutes to drive to my rest area. This is a massive freaking park. And there's actually part of it that's kind of like between, I think it's Wyoming and Montana, where it's kind of like no man's land. Like, you can break all the laws in the world in America and you don't get prosecuted because there's no jurisdiction for either of the states or any like town or anything. It's kind of weird. Okay, well, finally we're moving. I thought, oh, it's a moose. No, it's a deer. We have deer all over the freaking country. I'm just like, I want to go home. I want to park up. I'm tired. I have a busy day of riding mountain bikes down ski slopes tomorrow, and I would like to do that and not be stuck in the middle of Yellowstone or be on any road in this part of the country at night. I do not want to be on this road at night. I don't want to be driving anywhere where some deer's going to jump out in front of me, or some elk or a moose or a bison or something. And apparently the other day someone got gorged by a bison at Grand Teton again. Not Grand Teton, at Yellowstone again. The cashier lady was telling me, she's like, oh yeah, she's an old lady. She's like, oh yeah, somebody got gorged in the butt. And I was like, the fact that those words have come out of your mouth and you're like 70 years old and the nicest lady in the world, that's kind of funny. And I'm sure the guy deserved it. All right, I'm leaving Yellowstone finally. It's like a 2-hour drive to get through the park. People don't realize that. They go, I want to go to Yellowstone. Or I'm like, yeah, but if you want to go for like 3 hours, you've got 5 hours of driving. I don't think there's any people here. Oops, rumble strips. Yeah, nothing. Anybody? Says stop. Nobody. Thank you, government, for firing everybody. It's just like, anyway. Okay, I'm now going to West Yellowstone. I don't think I need to fill up. I think I can get to Big Sky in like 100 and, well, I'm now on 302 miles of gas, but when I filled up it was 265. So now it's telling me I have 170 miles left and I've got 3/4 of a tank, and I've already driven 132 miles. So now there's gas stations here. I guess this is West Yellowstone. I liked where I stayed last time. I stayed on the way up on a different road coming up from, I don't know, the 15. But I stayed in a lay-by and it was really nice, actually, but it was in National Forest. Now I'm here and gas is expensive, so I might have to wait till I get to Big Sky, where it is actually cheaper. $3.54. I'm in Montana. Hello, Montana. There was no sign. It just said, you're leaving Montana. Let me pull over in front of that gift shop, because then I have an IMAX here. Oh my God. So yeah, let me figure out, the gift shop is straight ahead. If I can park outside it, I don't think you can park on the street, then I can use the Wi-Fi as well, because I only have LTE here. I don't think I can get in. Let's see, I'm getting messages. My charger is not charged. Okay, I don't think I can park in front of the gift shop. Goddamn, hang on. All right, so this is the gift shop where I have Wi-Fi, but I'm just gonna pull here in front of this gas station where I can park for a minute and see if I can check anything. Oh my God, the sun is horrible. All right, so I have 54 minutes, 50 miles. I've got 169 on there. Sorry, it's very dusty. And I've driven 132. So I actually have over 300 miles in a tank, which is great. Anyway, this is stupid. It's like messing with my mind. But I will be right by Big Sky to the entrance of the town, so I can get gas when I get there. I just want to get out of here and get on the road as much as possible when it's still light out. It is busy down here. This is just like, this is like stupid tourist town. I don't know. I miss nature. Okay, but I'll be in nature and all I'm going to be doing is mountain biking. Yeah, this is a little bit too much for me. Okay, let me get out of here, and I'm not going to bother checking email. I think I'm fine. And yeah, if I get 5G on the way up, it'll be a miracle. All right, I made it to Big Sky, and oh, they have a little elementary school here and a high school. How funny. Really pretty. I just saw a ranch for sale. I was like, no, don't do it. I'm not going to buy it. I have no money to buy a ranch at this moment, live in a van. But I am going to go another like 15 minutes or so to Lava Lake. That's the place. I couldn't remember what the name was. Lava Lake Trailhead. And I'm going to park at the trailhead anyway because I just know it, and it's kind of away from the highway. But I think up here is the it's so pretty out here. Up here is where the what is it, the turnout is. But I've seen all the other turnouts and they're fine. There's a bunch of trailheads, but there's also road construction south of me, which is why it was telling me it was going to take 45 minutes to go 10 miles. And I'm like, I don't think it's going to be 45 minutes. But because there's no construction right now, then we just barreled right through and it only took like 8 minutes. But anyway, so yeah, this is big sky. It's really getting built up. It's going to be the new Bozeman. Oh, look, there's Prudence. There's a Prue. I don't know her. There's Prue's cousin. She has more solar. I don't know that one. We don't even have a wave. I've got to think of like the Nissan in the wild. That's what we call it. But yeah, I saw another Nissan in the wild. I can't post on our Facebook page. So I'll be like, hey, whoever's in this particular van with this license plate, I saw you in Big Sky, Montana. Like, nah, you don't dox people like that. I don't certainly want to be doxed. Like, I don't want people knowing where I am right now. These videos come out months afterwards. So, okay, I gotta use the restroom too. So let me pull over for a minute. Oh, this is a bumpy road. Ow. All right, I'm at the Lava Lake Trailhead. Hopefully I'm the only one here. So let's go see. It'll be busy in the morning. This is like a locals hike and people bring their dogs and shit. So tomorrow's Saturday, so it'll probably be pretty busy. But there's another parking lot across the river. But this one is better because it's secluded, and it's also has a toilet as it destroys my van. Oh my god, very bumpy road. Bumpier than what I remember last year. But anyway, this is 11 miles from Bozeman, and I'm hoping I don't have to drive back and forth here every single day. So, I mean, that's like 22 miles of gas, but it's fine. That's the only thing I'll be driving is to and from the ski resort. But yeah, if you want to go fishing, there's a river. It's great. No parking right here. Very potholy. Oh, when I was in Ghana, you drive on these like pothole roads, and the kids on the side of the road would be like filling in the potholes. And as you're slowing down to go over the new potholes, which I think they were making, they'd ask you for a tip. And I was like, wait a minute, dude. I'm like, I'm not paying you. Anyway, okay, so there's one guy down here. There's one guy here. And I think there's like a little circle area. So, okay, so I think I'm gonna park. I can park back in here. Let me go down. There's some more trailhead parking down here as well. I just want to be level. Oh, this is great. Okay, so there's a guy there watching TV. I can just park right next to the toilet. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I just park next to the toilet. It's okay. Unless there's some space down at the end. So let me go down a little bit more. These aren't level though. And I think I don't want to be that far back. Is anyone back here? No one's back here. One person. Yeah, a lot of car campers in the world. There's no one back here. Okay. I think just for like me and safety and all that good stuff, I think I'm just going to, let's see, trailer parking only. Okay. I'm just gonna park outside the toilet. Keep it classy. And then in the morning, I'm gonna get up super early when it's bright. I'm gonna make a cup of tea before I go to bed. Make a cup of tea right now before I go to bed, like I said. And then a cup of tea in the morning and sit by the river and have breakfast. So I think that's the plan. Okay, sorry car camper guy, but I'm parking next to the toilet because that's where I've got most space. And I'll probably back into the trailhead sign. It's a good trail. I did it last year with some other person and I didn't enjoy it because they were like, oh, let's just like stop and smell every single freaking rose. I'm like, dude, I don't have enough water for a 17-hour hike. We're doing it in an hour and a half or I'm not doing it at all. Anyway, let me check the back here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hang on. Down we go. I think there's bugs. Open the door. Okay, oh, it's nice and cold. Oh, that river is amazing. Okay, oh, I've got like 12 feet. Okay. Like, stupid me learns how to back up a van. Like, I've never driven this thing before. Okay, me back up a little bit more, just so I'm in the poison ivy. think that's good. I think I hit the sign. Hang on. That would be like the ultimate foul paw if I like hit a sign. That's good. Okay, so this is my parking spot. Let me clean my toilet out. And hopefully car camper is good. Usually there's a lot of, most of the car campers tend to be women actually. But yeah, so let me turn my high beams off. Well, actually, I need my flashlight.